Are you new to the quarterback position? Or maybe you just want to build your knowledge? In this video series, QB101, we're going to be covering all the basics that you need to know. We'll be breaking down a whole bunch of different topics to not only help you succeed in the quarterback position, but to make sure you have fun doing it. In today's video, we're going to part 3 of our half-field passing concept. So the two concepts we're going to look at is the snag concept and the stick concept. And I really like this snag concept for two places. Anytime we're in the red zone, all right, so we know we're going to get man. And another one is when the defense are sitting at this kind of intermediate level. And what I mean by that is, whenever we're taking our pre-snap read, we're always talking about where are the corners, all right? Are they 1 or 2 yards off? Are they 6 or 7 or 8 yards back? Or are they sitting at this kind of in between where it's like 4 or 5 yards? Sometimes it's actually really hard when they sit at that 4 or 5 yards because they're not close, they're not far, it's somewhere in between. So this snag concept is really good against that. So what we run, a 3-step slant, we're running that in towards that linebacker, and then we stop. We come to a dead stop. I usually talk about being 2 yards away from where that linebacker lined up. All right, that's where we're stopping. The outside, sorry, this slot has a corner route. And this read is really simple. All right, what is this linebacker doing? If they're staying still, then obviously we can't throw this snag because it's right next to the linebacker. We're throwing the corner. All right, if they do anything else, if they back up and start to follow that corner route, if they fly out to the flats, all right, as soon as they move, we are throwing that snag route. All right, obviously make sure they are clear, the outside linebacker's out of the way before we throw the snag, but that is good to go. All right, so they stand still, we throw the corner. If they move, we throw the snag. Super easy. All right, anytime it's like man in the red zone, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be, we're going to throw this corner. All right, we just have to win. Over here, my favorite concept, the stick concept. All right, super easy read. We've got outside release fade. We have a hitch, and the way I describe this is you need to hitch away from the defender. So if the defender's inside, we hitch outside, and if the defender's outside, we hitch inside. All right, just a little detail, but it is going to help you out. And then we have an arrow route from the running back. So keep in mind, now that the running back is part of the passing concept, we only have 3-man protection. All right, so for this concept, super easy. Can we get the fade? All right, if we can win on this fade, we want to throw it straight away. We want to pull the trigger. All right, so if we got, man press where they're only 1 or 2 yards off, all right, we turn, we look, the fade's on, let's throw that fade shot. All right, otherwise, our eyes go to this outside linebacker. All right, they're going to tell us where to go with the ball. If they sit, all right, they're going to be right next to this hitch. We are throwing the arrow, and if they come down onto the arrow, then we're going to throw that hitch. It is that simple. All right, defensive coordinators are going to say things like, well, this middle linebacker should have responsibility to the running back. All right, but as long as that running back is fast and they're efficient running that arrow, all right, they're going to be ahead of this linebacker. We're still going to be able to complete it. All right, this is also a really good concept to run from trips. So I'm going to show you how to run it from trips very, very quickly. All right, so when we're in trips, we don't need to use the running back anymore. All right, so we got this kind of look here, probably what we're going to see in trips. We still got the outside release, and if we can take that shot, we're going to take it. Otherwise, we got the hitch away from the defender and the arrow. And look, that's the corner. We read the first defender inside them, outside linebacker. All right, if they stay still or they hang around this hitch, we throw the arrow. And if they come down, we throw the hitch, okay? It's really simple. There's not a lot of complexities to it. The other thing we can do, if the other team starts to get a little bit clever and they might do some too high safety look, and they're coming down here and they're covering here, it's really easy to turn this into a hitch and go. All right, so if they're always sitting really biting down hard on this hitch, we can go hitch and go, And that is an awesome play that we can use as well, all right? So the snag, the stick, really easy to read. We're always looking at that outside linebacker, super simple. If you have any questions about these concepts, leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer any questions.